Well, hello, everyone. I'm Carrie Hauser. I'm president and CEO of Colorado Mountain College, and I'm so excited today to be joined by a good friend of Colorado Mountain College, Walter Isaacson. And we have an announcement that we'd like to share. Before we do that, let me introduce Walter briefly. Walter is many things. He is the former editor of Time Magazine, the CEO of CNN. We've gotten to know each other well in his role as the former CEO and president of the Aspen Institute. He happens to be a pretty prolific author, which with a new book out about Elon Musk and certainly many, many others, and is a professor of history at Tulane University. And Walter, we have kind of an exciting announcement today, don't we?
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Carrie. We certainly do. I've been involved with Colorado Mountain College and its Isaacson School for more than 10 years. And I'm so excited about what the college does for all the mountain communities and students in the Roaring Fork Valley and beyond. And today we're announcing an important series of conversations that are going to be open to the entire community about our civic responsibilities as Americans, something that I think we've lost the feel for in the past 5 or 10 years. The CMC's Common Reader program selects one book every year and offers it for free to the dozens of communities that CMC serves, followed by a series of author talks and discussions at the 11 campuses of our college. Given that 2024 is an election year, CMC plans to collaborate with other organizations, including media partners and financial sponsors, to bring even more people across Colorado's Western Slope together around this civics and civil dialogue. With this theme in mind, I can't think of a better book. Certainly it's better than Elon Musk for this task. I'm excited to announce that the 2024 Common Reader is a book that I just loved. It's such an important book for all of us. It's the Bill of Obligations, the 10 Habits of Good Citizens, by somebody I respect and have a deep affection for, the New York Times bestselling author, Richard Haass. And Richard, he joins us now. Thank you.
Walter, great as always to be with you. Great to be associated with CMC. I'm honored and thrilled and humbled that the Bill of Obligations will be read by so many people on and off campuses. Reason I wrote it is I'm always asked what's the greatest national security threat facing the United States? Is it China, Iran, Russia, terrorism, climate change? And those are all big. But I actually think we've reached a point just 3 years short of marking the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence, where the greatest threat facing this country comes from within. And it's our ability or inability to meet our domestic challenges because of our polarization. It's our increasing inability to meet some of our obligations in the world because of our divisions. So I wanted to start a national conversation on campuses and beyond about not simply rights, but also obligations. What do you and I, what do all of us owe one another as fellow Americans? What do we all owe this country? And that's what this book is about. It's about the obligations that American citizens owe one another and this great and wonderful country of ours.
Richard's been the president of the Council on Foreign Relations so many years, a stalwart of the Aspen Strategy Group. He's now a senior counselor for Centerview Partners and a seasoned diplomat. Very much did the multi-party negotiations in Northern Ireland that promoted that conflict resolution. He received the 2013 Tipperary International Award. So I really can't think of anybody better for this. And I just want to also tout one of your other books that I love, which is Wars of Obligation, Wars of Choice. That's the right name, right?
It's close. Wars of Necessity, Wars
of Necessity, Wars of Choice. Because we're facing that as we look at Ukraine, as we look at the Middle East right now, we got to figure it out. He learned a fingertip feel from Brent Scowcroft and George H.W. Bush about how to be a realist, but a realist that defends American ideals. So thanks so much, Richard. And I'm going to turn it back to Carrie, if I can, right now. to get a sneak preview of the events leading up to the fall when Richard's going to come to several of our campuses. And I think the first event is Richard and myself in conversation. It'll be open to anybody who's interested.
Thank you so much to you both. It's fun to see you both in dialogue and know that you're good friends and certainly colleagues. And it's wonderful to have the relationships that Walter brings to us at Colorado Mountain College and for introducing us to Richard. So thank you so much for that. We are really exciting. So this spring, we will kick off this series a little earlier than we normally do, just given that it's an election year. So we will have a virtual talk, which we will promote widely across Colorado's Western Slope with Richard and Walter. We have a couple of partners that are going to help us distribute this even further, and that is PBS 12, which is our PBS station in Colorado, and our local NPR affiliate, Aspen Public Radio, will also be partnering with us on this. So we're really excited about that. And then obviously leading into the fall, Richard has agreed to come and do a number of author talks at our campuses. So we will announce those broadly as well. We're also really excited for some other partnerships as well. And we will continue to add those to our Common Reader website as we go along and announce those as those become more detailed. And one of those is we're partnering with the Daniels Fund, which is one of the largest foundations, private foundations in the Rocky Mountain region. And the Daniels Fund is involved in something called the National Civics Bee, which is an annual competition that encourages 6th, 7th, and 8th graders to engage in civics and to contribute to their communities. We will work very closely with our K-12 partners, our high school districts, and this will be something that we will engage people from all ages, all backgrounds, all political persuasions. And I think we can really stand up Colorado and Colorado's Western Slope as a place where we come together and we have conversations, and we might disagree about things, but we will try to do that agreeably. So hopefully we can model that and are really, really excited. So this is the book. We are super excited about this. We're really excited to have Richard and Walter be part of this over the course of the next year. So we will put information up on the screen where you can find more information about this. We will just start distributing the books, which are coming out in paperback, I think, as we speak, very, very soon. And so as many people across our communities will have an opportunity to have a copy of the book. We will read together, we will engage together, and we will lead into an election year together in a way that hopefully we can perhaps be the antidote to the things that Richard talked about and the sort of political discourse in our country. So we are really excited. Thank you, Richard and Walter, and we'll see you very soon.